Today I'm going to be making a deer front shoulder, and I know how much everybody loves when I call it a deer front shoulder because they always say, "Does deer have hind shoulders?" and all kinds of weird stuff. But anyways, yes, it's a deer front shoulder, and it's gonna be Cajun, hot honey Cajun. So I ain't never done it before. We're gonna be doing it in the smoker, so we'll see how it turns out. And then I'm going to be doing a smoked macaroni and cheese. And I just figured I would make a video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get started. All right, so I got a whole front shoulder bone in. What I gotta do though is I gotta open it up, take it out of the package, and I gotta take some of the silver skin off. Because if I don't, when you smoke it, I'm pretty sure it'll come out completely tough. So when I did the front shoulder, that's how I cut it up for Nicholas. Because this was his. Oh, it's got some fur on it. Gotta get rid of that. I'll shave all that right off. Ain't much, just a few pieces here and there. So alright, anyways, it's got this silver skin. Just gonna come right up underneath it like this. And get that off there a little bit. And I do have some skill. A little bit. This is a bad knife though. This is one of the old knives that we brought home from the meat shop. Now that's the tough skin. This right here will still be a little tough, but you can go right up underneath it like this, and you can take it right off. Thing you don't want to do though is this fat right here, I'm leaving that on there. Or any fat that I do see on there. This is a horrible knife. I've sharpened it. This is one of the backup knives. So anyways, there's a bone right here because you got different muscles. If you've watched any of my cutting videos, you'll see that I know what I'm doing. Just looks different now because I'm at home and I don't have my sharp knife. And I'll take the silver skin and I'll smoke it and give it to the dogs. It don't have to be perfect and all that. So we're just gonna leave that on there. Just want to get most of it because like I said, if you don't, it'll be tougher than tough. Because that silver skin will shrivel right up and you'll be chewing on it. So that's not too bad. That right there. Yeah, that's pretty tough. So I just shaved most of it off there. Then we'll flip it over. And now it depends on how you cut your front shoulder up. But there's like a little fat here. I don't want that on there. And right here it's a little bloody. So we'll take that off. And that is pretty much what I'm going to go with. Down here, there's not a whole lot of meat or anything, so that silver skin ain't gonna matter. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I got some Mike's hot honey infused with chilies. I'm just gonna crack the lid on that, squirt some on it, and rub it all in. I'm gonna use that as my binder. That will definitely work as a binder for sure. Cowboy, go lay down.
Cowboy, come here.
We'll just stand it up, and I got honey all over my hand. Can you
What do you need?
Nothing. I got it. So it's going to be a hot honey Cajun front shoulder. Deer front shoulder. White-tailed deer. All right. Now I'm going to wash my hands and I shall return. All right. So as I said, this is a deer front shoulder. It's got hot honey over it. Mike's Hot Honey. And it's infused with chilies, it says. So, anyways, what I'm doing is I'm making the Cajun front shoulder, as I've already said in the video that I'm making. So, now we're going to put the, oh, by the way, we got Dano's Cajun that I'm using. We're just going to sprinkle it all over it. And I've tried this Cajun seasoning on deer meat and it is delicious. And that's pretty much that. Alright, so now I'm going to get this on a pan and go check out the smoker and we'll go from there. Alright folks, this is the smoker. I got it on there. I had to heat up high for now. To get it warmed up because it's super cold outside. Now I set it to 225 and that's going to cook for 5 hours. And we're going to see as I check it, we're going to keep checking for the temperature and everything. Now we're going to go inside and we're going to prepare the macaroni and cheese. So stay tuned and we'll see you in a minute. All right, now we're going to do some mac and cheese. Sorry you can't see me. I wanted you to be able to see this stuff here that I'm doing. So I got everything measured out already. I'm actually using Aunt B's Mayberry cookbook, but I'm changing the recipe. I doubled it, and then I'm going to add a few other little things along the way to spice it up a little bit. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to get the stove going. We're going to have the butter. So I doubled the recipe, so I got a whole stick of butter. We gotta melt that. I don't need it on high. Alright, so we melt the butter in the saucepan, and then once that's done, blend in flour and milk. So let's melt that, and we'll see you in a second. Okay, folks, our butter is almost melted down. So, we got that on low. It says to blend in the flour. We'll grab ourselves a whisk and we'll put in the flour. I'm just going to do that as I pour it in. Okay, and now stirring constantly. Add the seasonings, and then cook until thickened. Okay, so that's pretty hot, but we're gonna add in the seasonings, which is a teaspoon of mustard, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. Thank you, Mother, from the background. It's not like a educational video. I'm just showing you what I'm doing and making. If you want to try it, you can. So yeah, that's all your seasonings. I'm gonna take that off the heat for a second because I don't want to burn it. All right, and this is what we got for that. Now, cook until the sauce is thickened. Add 1 cup of cheese. Oh, I forgot the milk. I'm supposed to add that in now. See, I'm not a professional. I'm trying. All right, so we're gonna add in 6 cups, but we're gonna put in 4 cups of the milk because we doubled the recipe. Get that all stirred in nice and well on the stove. And then we'll add in the cream. It's heavy cream. That was 2 cups of that. So we had 4 cups of regular milk and 2 of the heavy cream. We're going to stir that. We're going to let that heat up. Okay, folks. So now we got to put this in. This is almost to temperature. That's what I was waiting for. If I can get it open. So now we're going to drop in the cream cheese and let it melt. Maybe. So drop that into there. You can see it slowly disappearing. And as soon as that has dissolved, it'll be hot enough for me to put in the other cheese. All right. It's all dissolved. Now we're going to slowly start folding in our half of our cheddar cheese. That should be about good. I am actually going to change this recipe again. Instead of putting this on top, I'm going to put it all in it. Because I got another idea that I'm working on for the top. Yeah, that's just about perfect now. Thickening right up. Alright, so I'm going to get this all mixed up and then we're going to mix it in a tin. And then from there it'll go out to the smoker. So let this get finished melting and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so the cheese is ready. Woo! Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'll put this in there for a second. So I'm going to take and just pour this cheese right into I got shells. I opted to go with shells. Put about half of it in there. Alright, hold on just a minute. I forgot to add the Worcestershire sauce. So what I'm going to do is just put it in there, stir it into that real quick. And that'll be fine because I'm going to mix that. I just need to stir this. Hold on, she's going to hold the camera for me. Maybe. Seems like a lot, not enough noodles.
Oh, that's going to get soaked up.
I don't think so, but we'll put it all in there.
Well,
Hey, this is what the recipe called for. All we did was double it because we have a lot of people that are going to eat. If it's calling for all that cheese, we're going to put it all in there. Trying to show you what I'm doing here. Like I said, I'm not a professional cook, but I do know how to cook things with recipes, and I make up stuff all the time. Alright. That's a lot of cheese.
That's going to be good. You want it cheesy.
Yeah, but I think that's a little too cheesy. But we'll see. It's going to go out on the smoker for a while. So.
Well, some of that's going to be soaked right up into it anyway.
Alright, now we're going to put it in this pan if it will all fit. I don't think it's all going to fit.
Yeah, well.
Alright, that's good enough. Alright, and so that's what I got for now. And then I got to put the other toppings on top. And I'll do that in just a second. I just want to clean up my mess. Check this out. This is just the noodles, the leftover I had. It is so good. The cream cheese really did a number. Alright, so anyways, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it with bacon. I'm going to layer it on, sort of, because I'm going to do bacon. And then, you want to hold this for me again? Bacon, and then, is your finger in the camera?
No.
Then these onions.
French fried onions?
Yeah. Gonna be good. I'm gonna use the rest of it. Go big or go home.
Bacon.
Then just a little bit more of these onions. And perfect. And then that's gonna go out to the smoker. And then that's gonna go out to the smoker. All right, we'll see you out at the smoker. Just a quick check-in. It's cooking up nice. The skewers are cooking. And then we got the baked macaroni and cheese, which is gonna go in momentarily. All right, we got our smoked macaroni and cheese, and this right here is diluted Maine maple syrup and water. And we're gonna use that to keep that moist. So I gotta set you down. I'm gonna put the macaroni and cheese in here. And then we're gonna take this. Pick up some of that. We're gonna stab it right in. Inject it like that. Take a little bit, squirt it over the top, and then bam. And we'll do that again here in a little bit. It's looking pretty good. So we're gonna close this up so we can continue cooking. All right, I'm excited. It's gonna be great, guys. If there's any questions about something I missed or something in the video, just put it in the comments and I'll answer, and I'll tell you what you need. You can see it's cold out here, so I gotta shut this door. But yeah, put it in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you here in a little bit. All right, folks, this is what we got so far. Look at that mac and cheese. Oh, that is gonna be so good. That's gonna go longer. I gotta take this front shoulder off the freaking grill, put it on here. We're gonna wrap it in tin foil for the remaining time that it's gonna cook. Alright, put that over here. Alright, I'm gonna stick you guys right here for now, if I can, without everything falling. There we go. Now I gotta wrap this just to keep whatever moisture's in there for the final cook. Should soften it up a little bit, and it should come out perfect. Okay, and that's that. Then we're gonna throw it right back on here, and we're gonna give it another hour. So we'll see when it's completely done. All right, folks, you ready? This is right out of the smoker. This is my mac and cheese. And it just came in here, so we gotta let it rest. We'll let the meat rest. That's gonna cool down just a little bit. But anyways, there's my smoked deer. Oh. The smoked hot honey Dano's Cajun deer front shoulder. So as soon as that rests for 10-15 minutes or so, we'll break into it and give her a try. Ooh. All right, folks. So I made a whole clip. We tried it for the camera, and the camera never even went on. So, anyways, here it is all done. We let it rest. We got some on a plate. This is the mac and cheese. I put Dano's, crispy onions, and bacon on top. Homemade. Look at it. It's pretty good. And this thing came out good. It's nice and juicy and tender. So we'll try it for you again here, anyways. So I'm gonna try some of the mac and cheese. That's just super good with the onions and bacon. And then you got, I don't know why I picked up with the fork, but this is the smoked deer. Look at the smoke ring on that. That is nice. So we'll give that a try. That tendon that's in there, usually cut out. You can just eat it. Oh. I tasted the hot honey that time.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, I got a piece of.
So you get some sweet and hot all at the same time. Delicious. We'll try some of that again. That's good. Can't beat it.
It's really tasty.
So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to try this or you have any questions or comments or anything, like I said earlier in the video, just put it in the comments. Keep on naturing, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Probably a fishing video. Peace.